Joseph, welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chishi Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Here's a headline from Hollywood Unlocked that read, Major congrats, Eboni K. Williams is pregnant with her first child. Now, you may also have the question of who was the father to this child, or maybe you don't. Well, they have a little bit in the caption here to give us more details. It says, here's some super sweet news to kick off your Wednesday. In a heartwarming announcement, People has exclusively revealed that Eboni K. Williams, the former Real Housewives of New York star and host of Equal Justice with Eboni K. Williams, is expecting her first child. That's right. The 40-year-old television personality opened up about her pregnancy journey as she's eagerly awaiting the arrival of a baby girl due on August 16th. While speaking with an outlet, Williams, who previously shared her decision to pursue motherhood using her frozen eggs through sperm donation, here we're getting into it, and in vitro fertilization, IVF, acknowledged the challenges and uncertainties that accompany the IVF journey. Anybody who's gone through IVF or attempted IVF will tell you so many things have to be right for the final result of this journey to be a baby. Williams explained, "That's why I called this my remarkable miracle," she says, "because it really does feel like I've been the recipient of some very enormous favor from God above." This is the reason why this is interesting news is a while ago, Eboni K. Williams was promoting some company that does the whole IVF process. And in that video, she was championing this whole idea of being a single mother by choice, which I thought was really interesting. Single mother by choice. I didn't believe that that's necessarily what this is. And I still don't believe that's what this is. Eboni K. Williams has obviously attempted to not be a single mother by choice because she's dated men and has struggled to find a man who is willing to marry her. And as you and I know, she's not willing to settle down for a bus driver. Let's check out some comments here and see what people have to say. And these comments might actually surprise you guys. It also surprised me because I didn't expect to see these comments on Hollywood Unlocked of all places. They usually don't drink coffee. First comment here says, "These comments are crazy and from women. LMAO, wow." So when you see a woman saying, "I can't believe women are saying this," and they're surprised that a woman is saying this, it means that there are comments that are breaking away from this sisterhood narrative, that there might be some truth actually happening, because you are supposed to, regardless of what a woman does, try to find the positive and not call out things for what they really are. She goes on to say, "Congrats to Eboni on making a decision for her own life. I hope she has a happy and healthy pregnancy." Here's somebody else who says, "Not the women telling other women they gotta be married beforehand. Whoa."
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
So these women are surprised. Like, what's up with all these caffeine addicts in the comment section? Why are women not encouraging this? What is happening? For me, it's good to see. For them, they are sad. This chick here was serving some coffee. She said, "Too many pregnancy shoots, less marriages. And I want happy marital homes again in our Black society." Now they came after this chick because how dare you say you want happy Black homes? Is that the standard? What about if that's not what we want? We should be able to do whatever we want, regardless of the results, the consequences. Let's continue doing what we've been doing because it's working, right? We're in a better situation, right? This gentleman says the father is probably a bus driver. Of course, he's joking there. Or is he? Or is he? Somebody else here says, "Good for her. She's a mature woman that made a mature decision. That's best for her." Sending positive thoughts. Now, is that a mature decision? Is being a single mother by choice a mature decision? When it comes to raising up children as a single mother, it's not just the economic difficulties that are going to impact that child negatively. It's the fact that children do want to have a father in their life. They do need a father in their life. Don't let them brainwash you into thinking that you as a man are replaceable, no matter how much they try. Because if you said babies don't need mothers, Would they agree with that? Of course not. Somebody else here says, I thought she said she wanted a husband before having kids with laughing emojis, but then still becoming a baby mama just like everyone else that ride the bus. That's funny. That's funny. Right? Shitted on the people riding the bus, driving the bus. And now in this situation, somebody else here says, who cares about marriage? See, this is the type of advice they want you to preach out here. Who cares about marriage? Marriage doesn't define raising a child. It kind of does. It's one of the strong deciding factors of whether your child would turn out well or not. Laughing emoji goes on to say, times have changed for the better or for the worse. Congrats to her. Loving women not being bound to societal terms of pregnancy and marriage. Cool. Just don't come complaining like the rest. Somebody else, she says, spent all the time telling women to get married. First, I swear I missed the Boondocks. This is another episode opportunity. Here's somebody else who says, didn't she go on a rant about broken black homes? A question mark. And in case you guys needed a visual, here's her here, pregnant, and she's in fact pursuing that single mother by choice goal of hers. But just in case you guys disagree with me when it comes to this whole it wasn't a choice opinion that I have, and she couldn't find the man who she wanted to because most likely she is very difficult to get along with, not just because she's a bad person. That's not what that's about. All of us are raised up in a society where we're encouraged to be very independent. Now, if you take a woman like that and couple it with her being really driven in entrepreneurship and usually being used to somebody who sets the rules and terms and conditions of her environment, it is very difficult to go from that into a marriage where you have to constantly admit when you are wrong, when you make a mistake, where you have to compromise. And yes, marriage has a lot of compromise from both ends. Now, not on foundational values that you both value, no. There's a lot of petty shit that happens in relationships and marriages. And there are also bigger things that you may have to compromise on where people change. And if you're not flexible enough, you're going to have a very tough time surviving in that type of a dynamic. In fact, here's a clip of Eboni K. Williams talking about how Ayanla brought this up to her about modern women today. Let's get it.
How did that?
That was my. So I, being a frequent, as much of a fan as a frequent guest on The Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
I saw Ayanla on The Breakfast Club, and she made a statement, and I'm paraphrasing, but not very much. It's almost exact.
All right. Get your
Ayanla
coffees out.
Bonzant said, not even young. A lot of Black women today are operating as men in skirts. They
Facts.
are occupying a masculine posture in their relationships and in society, and it needs to stop. And I
don't know what that means.
You said you don't know what that means?
No.
I know exactly what she meant, right?
What does that mean?
What she meant was, and she did expound.
Okay, I'm getting the idea that the host there is going to pretend like he doesn't know what Ayanla Vanzant was talking about, doesn't even know that there's such thing as ground coffee beans. Yo, this guy here is hilarious. Expected going forward. Let's keep watching.
Basically, she's saying women, and I'm putting my hand in the air. What do they say? Hit dog holla. I was hit. I was like, oh, this one's for me. Dr. Von Zant says women today are so preoccupied by building and protecting and providing and making the money and being the boss and being overeducated and overemployed and all of that they're too busy occupying spaces that are traditionally for men.
And so you guys heard her there. She admitted like that's me. And her actually admitting that there in that video really shows that this wasn't what she wanted. And this isn't the best situation. And she knows this for her daughter. Now, of course, we all wish a child the best, but it's important that there's an alternative message here. And women are encouraged to learn from what it looks like to be a hyper independent and career driven woman, and the consequences, the pros and cons that come with that.
And so while we look feminine, we've got our lashes and some of us have our BBLs and all of the things. I'm just, that's what you're saying. And our Balmain, our Christian Louboutins. Aesthetically, we present feminine, but in terms of core values and how we show up in the world, we are masculine. We are providing, we are building, we are taking care of versus relaxing into our feminine energy and being taken care of. So instead of being taken care of, we are taking care. And she was challenging us to do better as women.
And the implicit thing is you're only going to get a man when you're in your feminine energy.
Correct. And I was...
No, wrong right there. You're only going to get the man you want. It's not the fact that you can't get a man or any woman can't get a man. It's the fact that you can't get the man you want unless you embrace that feminine energy, because you want a man who embodies characteristics that you're currently occupying, if not fully encroaching on. And this is why it's important that people like Eboni K. Williams have conversations with somebody who's caffeinated. Otherwise, it turns into a conversation like this. Let's keep listening.
Not in disagreement.
And that hurt you?
No, it's not. No, it didn't hurt me, Torre.
Did you feel reflected in that comment?
Absolutely. I felt like I was the exact type of woman Ayanna was referring to.
Is that happening in your life, that men are repelled because you are as strong and as making as much money? And
well, I don't know if they are repelled, but I know I am repelled.
You are repelled by...
I am repelled because I feel challenged in meeting and partnering with a man that I feel can protect and provide for me as well as I can do for myself.
How about this? You're repelled and they're repelled. That's after the sex. Because the thing with women like that is that guys will date women like that. No disrespect, we're going to have this conversation as honestly as possible. Men like to have fun with these strong boss babes, the guys out here dating. And after that, it's like, now can we get along long term? Most likely not.
I don't drink coffee.
You don't drink coffee.
I can take care of myself. So why do I need you?
No, I would love to need you, but you have to overperform. See what I'm saying? Like,
does he have to retire you?
No.
Does he have to come in equal to you?
He had to come in equal to me. And Ayanna's saying, well, if we as these skirt wearing men, if we relaxed off of doing, basically she's saying we're doing too much. She's saying women today are doing too much. They are over-indexing and they are doing the traditional roles that men should be performing.
So you continue that conversation on your griot show?
Yes, because I wanted to learn, right? My question to her, so what led to Bus Driver, because I'm going to get there. She says what she says. I says, Dr. Von Zahn, I find it fascinating. I don't disagree. You are my, with full respect, elder, right?
By the way, I'm so sorry, guys. Have to correct her again. Women aren't doing too much. It's important this conversation is framed correctly, because how they want you to see this conversation is you want women to dim their light. That's how they want to frame the conversation, so that the chicks who are watching this don't feel bad, who are out here overperforming. That's not what it's about. It's not that you are doing too much. It's that you are asking for too much. You're asking for too much. Case in point, you want to operate like a man, and you want to use the same currency that men use to negotiate with women, which is what? Your accomplishments, your status. All these things are what you bring to the table. While men do want women who are competent and can take care of themselves, men don't make decisions when it comes to wives on how ambitious that woman is. If anything, you become more difficult. All right, guys, so you guys can go watch the rest of that video. It's titled Eboni K. Williams Proves She Learned Nothing, Want It All and Won't Settle. Listen, guys, I'm curious to know what you think, of course, of the news. Leave your comments down below. I appreciate you, as always, for checking out yet another episode of The Coffee Pot. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.